Hello everyone, it's that college football guy here with another video. I'm kind of squinting because the sun's like right here. But, I'm going to have to do this video on my lunch break because I'm here in Terre Haute, Indiana at a truck stop because I'm going to head back to Shelbyville, but I'm not going to get back till 11 o'clock or midnight. Depending on traffic, 10 o'clock if everything goes great. So I decided to do this here now during my lunch break so I get the video in so at least it gets a chance to get looked at rather than having it appear later. But, first things first, the two games that are actually on the schedule for tomorrow. So I'm going to do a preview of tomorrow's games. There's two games on the schedule. There's Air Force at Wyoming, which I picked Wyoming to win that game, and Florida State at Louisville. Louisville has not looked good. Florida State, I think, is turning the corner. So I started the beginning of the season. I picked Florida State to beat Louisville, and I'm sticking with it. Florida State beating Louisville. The one other thing I want to get into. There's this thing that's been going on at 365 Sports has reported on it that the Pac-12 and the ESPN are hundreds of millions of dollars apart. And everybody's like, oh, it's the end of the... Are we talking about per year hundreds of millions apart? Or per the length of the contract hundreds of millions apart? Because that's a big difference. Because, folks, let's do something here. Let's do a number. I picked the number 210. Because the rumored ESPN deal they were talking about was like, what, 7 years, I think I heard? 7-year deal, right? Let's just say it's $210 million that they're apart on. Let's just say, I'm using that number for math reasons, you'll see why. $210 million apart, if that's per year, 10 schools, that's $21 million a year, which means they want $45 million a year as a conference. That's if it's per year. Now, look at it a different way. What if it's the whole length of the contract? What if it's all 7 years? 10 schools, 7 years. That's actually 70 bites at the apple out of 210 million. That's only 3 million more per school. What is it? Context is king here. Are we talking about per year? Or are we talking about total? Because like $210 million, if it's a 7-year deal, which has been rumored, that's only 3 million a year per school more. That's not that much. Now they're talking about it's $300 to $400 million a year. That's the total length of the contract. And $300 million, you're talking a little over $4 million a year per school. It would jump up the average to 24 to almost 30. They offered him what, 24 and a half? If they offered him $5.5 million, let's see, 70 bites of the apple would be $325 million. If that ends up being the amount, and I'm just guessing here, if that ends up being leaked that they're $325 million apart, they want $24.5 million to be 30. Just 55 million a year, 55 million, $5.5 million a year increase from 24.5 times that by 10, 55 million a year times 7-year deal is 375 million. Correct myself, 375. Actually, 385 million. Actually, 350 plus 35, 385 million. So if that's the amount, then we got an idea here, folks. So this is context is king on this, folks. It all depends. Is it per year or is it total? I haven't heard anything yet, but I've been driving and unloading trucks, so I haven't really had a chance to look. So if anybody down in the comments, let me know, please. Let me know what's going on. So everybody, let me know what's going on this one. If there's any schools on there, we've only got a couple people, let me know we're on there. We've got a Texas Tech, I've got an Arizona State, I got a Baylor. Who else is their favorite school being mentioned? That's who's been mentioned so far. Arizona State, Baylor, and Texas Tech. Those are the three that I'm going to do. In addition to the top 25 review, I'm going to do your guys' games, and we'll see if I sink or swim or get buried. I'm sure Salt and Texas Tech would love that. But let me know down in the comments what you think. As like, comment, it helps the algorithm. It helps it get more on there. The more interaction there is, the more it grows. And if you like the videos, check out the other ones I've done and subscribe to the channel. And also, as a little thing here for you, if you hadn't known me squinting, you say, well, you used to wear sunglasses in your first videos. My sunglasses got stolen. My truck was in the shop. My sunglasses were here in the overhead, and they weren't in the overhead when I got back. And nobody at the shop knows anything. So I gotta buy myself a new pair of sunglasses. So any ideas? Throw me some ideas down in the comments. I appreciate the suggestions. So everybody like, comment, subscribe. Thanks everybody for watching the video, and as always, please be good to each other.